So the app is called On Track 3. Now it does occasionally log you out. It's not often. Like if you're using it once a day or once every few days, it's not going to just log you out, but it will occasionally take you back to this screen. So it's important to keep this box here checked, and then your password will save there every time, and you won't have to worry about typing in your password every time. Once I click that, it will take me right into the app. Yours will take you automatically right into your account. And then here we go. It's like 6 or 7 basic buttons. So gonna just kind of walk you through the main uses of the phone. There's some buttons that are pretty brief and easy, like identify is just as simple as clicking it, scanning a tag, moving on, and it will just pull up like the information on the tool. And nearby is for Bluetooth. Did they talk to you about Bluetooth? I know we're not doing that. They talked to you about all that.
Yep.
I'm not here to talk to you about
Yep.
that. So. Cool. All right. So the first thing is just this assets button at the very bottom left. This is the most useful screen in the whole app. I click on that, and it pulls up my entire list of all my tools. So from here, I can search for anything. I can go in my search bar, type in ACO1, and boom, my ACO1 appears. I can also go in here and just type in FDA and everything under FDA. I can type in any piece of data in this search bar, and it will just narrow down to whatever falls under that category. So I go in here, type in Hilti, all my Hiltis pop up. So from there, I could click on any of these items, and it will pull up that tool's information. So I can see everything, if that photo is there, I can see the photo, I can see serial number, model, manufacturer, description. Now I did take your Hilti tools and I did something called registering them for the ones that did register. Some of them were a little older, and that means adding in like Hilti purchasing information and warranty. So like this was purchased 2 years ago. I can only see some of the information. You guys can see more than my ability is. So like I can't see purchase price with my access.
Okay.
And actually another cool feature about the Hilti tools is it has this thing over here to the right called features. So if I click on that, I'd be able to see any repair history I've ever done on the tool. There's a how-to that includes videos. How to use the hammer drill, how to use the Hilti combi hammers with onboard dust removal systems. I know you guys have all the vacuums, stuff like that. Applications, it'll show you just the basics, Document, it'll have the user manual, operating instructions, just right there automatically. And then all like your basic info, if they're looking to get bids and stuff like that. And then related products if you needed anything for that drill. You'd be able to click on it, and it will actually take you right to Hilti online, where you'd be able to get that. And that feature just came out this week, so it's pretty sweet. This whole features area just came out this week. Some of your Hilti stuff did load photos, so those automatic photos did load a little bit in your DX351s. It's like you'll have that stock image. Come on, it's there. Now you see this pencil in the top right corner?
Yeah.
That's my edit screen from the phone. So the guys in the foreman will only have the ability to change that operational area, but you guys as admins, you can always change the name. You could add a new image, change the barcode on there, add any notes, or make it a storage asset right from the phone. Say I want to transfer this tool. I hit transfer, it adds it right to my cart. I can scan another asset, view in my cart. So from that asset screen, I can pick anything here and transfer it. So say I wanted to add this Milwaukee, click it, click transfer. That's without scanning a barcode. That's without even being able to see it. See it in my cart, hit transfer, location, storage, asset, employee, click on my location, job sites, 3rd Street, done. It'll automatically fill in that person. Now we mentioned the return date before, so if I click on that, I'd be able to set a return date on that tool. Click transfer now. It's gonna ask me to confirm. I can turn on my signature, hit next. I'd actually have Bureau sign right on the phone for it. And that would show up in that delivery note. Now it's optional. Obviously, you can turn off that signature if they're not going to be there, or if they're not like readily available to sign for it. You can skip that. You can also put anything in your notes, so and that will show up in those transfer notes as well. So dropped off an extension cord, dropped so and so off this and this with the tools. You can always add that in the notes.
If there's a field transfer that has taken place, will the admin person like Nick receive a notification?
I can turn that on. You can turn on delivery notes to get an email every delivery if you want. Now it's off right now.
Yeah, I definitely think we want to have the ability to
Okay.
have visibility of any type of transfers.
So yeah, we
that's
can
taking
go in the
place.
computer and do that when we're done here.
Okay.
All right. Also in assets, you have this button to the right of the search bar. That's to give you filters that are already created without having to type in all kinds of filters. So I can go to current location, see Brian's work truck, hit apply, done, and there's all my tools on Brian's truck. And you can also go in here and hit this thing in the very top right corner. And it'll allow you to select multiple assets for transfer. So they say there was those 5 things I wanted to transfer, I click that, and now all 5 of those are added to my card. Gotten very used to the Android version that the iPhone's throwing me off. So yeah, assets, basic, searching, filtering, getting your list, just being able to see. Now, for a guy to actually do inventory, he should actually do it from the inventory screen, not from the asset screen. So if I do click on inventory and say I'm doing one of Fannie Mae, I click on Fannie Mae, it's going to tell me I have 33 assets, 0 have been found, 0 have been unexpected. So I click on the top right corner of my barcode scanner and just start scanning assets. Now, if something doesn't have a barcode, it's off right now, but I do realize some of your things like channel locks and stuff don't have barcodes on them. They're just in there. You can turn on the ability to go in here and actually click it that they found it. So you see how it says restricted?
Yeah.
They can do it manually where they can say they had it with a click.
Okay.
Now that's off for reasons so that they can't just click it and say they have it. But if you guys want to do it for the channel locks and stuff, then they would have to be able to turn that on.
Yeah, I think we'll probably turn that on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And as they find it, so say I did scan that DeWalt battery, it's going to go into the found column. Now, if it's something that I scanned that isn't on my job site, that say you brought a tool here but no one transferred it, it'll show up in the unexpected category. Then once you're done, you're going to be able to, I don't have any of this, well, let me turn on this. And these are all under company settings up here. If you click on your name, company settings,
Okay.
transfer settings. So I want to give you the delivery note after transfer. So that's going to give you those emails every time a transfer is made. And then I want to check inventory, manual check setting. All right. So now I can go in here, click that I have it, click that I have it. It
And that's just tapping it.
just tapping it.
Just tapping. Okay.
It shows that 2 have been found. Hit send report. I can choose who I send it to. So all my admins right now, to say I wanted you guys to have it. I hit confirm, hit continue. Choose how I want it to send, a PDF, send report. Now you guys both just got emails of those 2 things I found and the 33 things I didn't find. That makes sense?
Yep.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
You can also, so like say you attach stuff directly to the employee, PPE, you can start doing with quantity items. If that's something that people jump into to start with quantity items, is like hard hats and vests and glasses and stuff. You can add those right to the guy's name. He can, do an inventory, or like you said, the drill kits, stuff like that. He can have them under his name and do a direct name inventory. You can also do it for the trucks or under locations. Same exact concept. But the quantity items in the top will just be in that separate category.
Okay.
Transferring is exactly like what it says it is. I click transfer cart, hit scan or search, scan. These tags scan super quick. I'm gonna leave some of these tags for you too, just to try out if you'd like. They scan super quick and easy. You can scan as many as you need to in one transfer as long as they're going to the same place. So if you have 10 tools all going to the same job, you scan all 10 of them before leaving this screen. It'll say 10 assets added at the bottom. You hit the X, and then all 10 will be in your cart. That thing in the top right corner is a flashlight
Okay.
for when I'm in basements and ruins, tagging tools. Adding asset, that's probably going to be your most commonly thing used besides transferring in here. So when you get a new piece of equipment, I'm going to click add, hit unique asset every time, and then I'm going to walk through the basics. So I'm going to hit the red thing next to scan code. It's going to pull up my scanner, scan my code. You can do an inventory number, my serial number, and then I'm just going to go through and add all my stuff. So manufacturer. Now notice when I select that, it just takes me to this screen again. But if I select Hilti, it's going to take me to a different screen. So whenever you get a Hilti tool, this is how you're going to add it. You click Hilti and it's going to pull up a list of all your registered tools that have been purchased under this account. So I would just type in the serial number. If it ever starts with a 0, just skip those zeros and start with whatever the first real number is. I tried to register as many as I could that I saw in the system. Some of them, the serial numbers didn't match up maybe, so it didn't work for all of them. But let's say this was the tool. I click it. It's going to have all that information in there. Purchase date, 9/11/2020. Hit select Hilti asset, and it's going to basically build that template for me. So it's going to put in the photo, the description. It's going to black out the serial number kind of. You don't have to add an image. Then you can just call it a Hilti gun, whatever you call it. Oh, we're naming it with what you're labeling for these. DX.
Yeah, DX.
03, whatever it would be. Hit ungrouped, put it under Hilti. Photos are, my internet must be really slow in here because these photos are loading poorly. Okay, sorry, I skipped the screen. Description's automatically filled out. I put it in a group, I put in a name, manufacturer and model are there. I'd be able to choose if I want it to be a storage asset. I'm gonna hit next. And then I'm gonna choose its 2 locations. The default locations always should be the shop, every time. And then my current location. So it's gonna automatically fill in shop. Let's say I'm adding it right to a job that's going there that day. Choose Fannie Mac, it's gonna automatically fill in the right person, all your details. You can put in purchase price information right there if you want to. Add any attachments, any notes, and hit complete. So now my DX03 has been added. Seem pretty simple, guys?
Yeah. Okay.
You already had it. Perfect. All right. Now adding a non-Hilti tool, same concept. It's gonna have your templates there already, so any models that are under that manufacturer, if you wanted to create a new one, just type it in. It'll say create new, use new, you use that as whatever the model is. You add the image, name, group, description. The same thing as before. Like I mentioned, identify would just be scanning that tag and it would just pull up that asset details information. Repair, that's for Hilti tools. So we can talk about that when that time comes. I wouldn't really mess with that button until you really need it. That'll mess with like Hilti Online. I tried to get Eugene to come here this morning, who's going to be your new Hilti rep, but he already had a meeting scheduled this morning, so I couldn't make it. he should be dropping in soon. I know you guys have had like a little down period without a rep, so he should be here to help with that. That's the app. Pretty simple. Any questions? Cool.